Hi, I'm Judy Shear Waters. Welcome to my channel. Here I bring you author interviews of ordinary people who had a story to share with the world. I also bring you short writing prompts to get your creative juices going so that you can write your memoir for your generations to come. Because you know what? You have a story to tell. Let me help you tell it. Today, I wanted to bring you a special picture. I'm so fond of this picture. This is a picture of my family, my extended family, gathering around a picnic table in the orchard on our farm. Back in probably this was the 50s, back in the late 50s. But we have Grandma, Grandpa, Uncle Wilbur, Aunt Verna, Aunt Peg, my brother Rodney, Aunt Marilyn. There's my cousin Sharon, her husband Jim, little Julie, who is now probably in her 60s. But this brings back such fond memories. We had so many events like this. Sometimes family just showed up and we said, let's have a picnic. And we went to the orchard with lots of good food and lots of good conversation. Today, I want you to go ahead and draw a table. Could be Thanksgiving, could be Christmas, it could be Easter, it could be just a Sunday dinner, could be family members, it could be friends, co-workers. Set that table with people, 6 people. Just, you can draw little circles for their heads, 6 people. So there's a table here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. 6 little heads. And on each head, write the name of the person. And then, and maybe all these people had some kind of an impact on your life. Could have been minuscule. It could have been that they had a huge impact. But they were just a good influence on your life. From my picture, I'm going to choose my Uncle Wilbur. Uncle Wilbur was in a wheelchair since 1951. I remember him fondly. He was always sitting when I got to his house. I walked from the high school to his house on cold winter nights especially, waited for my father to get off work to pick me up. But he was always at his house with a poker in the fireplace, getting it to burn brighter, and with the pipe hanging out of his mouth, with the cherry tobacco. And I remember walking into his living room on those snowy afternoons, especially the warmth of the room, the smell of that cherry tobacco. And I remember him fondly most of all because he was a listener. I could sit down as a teenager and just talk about my day. And he would listen. He didn't ask questions. He might comment. He'd chuckle. But he listened. He listened. And that was so impressionable for me. And I've tried, and maybe it's because of him, I've tried, especially in later life, to be more of a listener than a talker, even though I'm a great talker. But I do try to listen more and to really listen. And that's what he did. He listened and he showed that he was interested in what I had to say. So go ahead and think of one person there at that table that you have just set those people around. Which person had an impact on you, and how did they impact you? Think about the tone of voice. Uncle Wilbur had a soft voice. He chuckled a lot. He laughed. He was the type of person that you could almost just throw your arms around and hug. I didn't hug him a lot, but I think I wanted to because he just had that happy spirit about him. So what physical characteristics or what physical attributes does your family member or friend or coworker have that you remember? Write about it. I hope you enjoy this exercise, and then once you've written about this one, go ahead and write about the others. Also, make sure that you write about how they impacted you, what influence this person had on you. And this would be, especially if it's a relative, it'll be a great, great story for your generations to come to read. So, if you like receiving writing prompts like this, go ahead and click like, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little bell there so that you're notified every time I bring out another video like this. Until next time, remember, you have a story to tell. Let me help you tell it.